Football from Yard, the People's Channel.
Greetings Football from Yard family, as we go through the player ratings for the Reggae Girlz match against Haiti. All of the ladies did well and demonstrated a level of fight and commitment that the fans can be proud of. There's still room for improvement, but the foundation of the team is strong enough that the improvement is achievable. Goalkeeper Rebecca Spencer continued her outstanding run in the tournament. The Tottenham player reads the game very well and is rarely out of position. Her distribution is strong and she communicates well with her defense. The Haitians came very close to scoring on a few occasions, but through no fault of her own. She gets a score of 9. Chantel Swaby is a central defender who always makes life difficult for the opposing forwards. Even when she was beat by the Haitian attackers, she made sure they had to work hard to create that space. Swaby had a few poor passes, but also some very good ones, including the first pass in the build-up to the first goal. She gets a score of 8. Satoru Murray's addition to the squad could not have been any more timely. She brought a level of combativeness that put the Haitians off their game. That, combined with her solid defensive instincts, substantially improved the performance of the defensive line. She had a couple mistakes that led to goal-scoring opportunities for the Haitian team, but was otherwise excellent. Absent 2 of her errors, she probably would have scored a notch or 2 higher. She gets a score of 7. Chantel Swaby moved from central defense to right wing back and did an excellent job of neutralizing the Haitian threat. She put in some tough tackles and was solid in possession. 4 years ago, she wasn't quite up to the pace of the international level. Now she commands her respect from the opposition. She gets a score of 8. Tierney Wilshire would probably be able to play 180 minutes without a decline in her effort level. She has a never-say-die attitude on the defensive end. Even when attackers get by her, she continues to follow the play, ensuring that the Haitians had minimal comfort at all times. Wilshire has room for improvement in possession of the ball, but she does offer the versatility of being able to play on the right or left side of the defense. She gets a score of 7. Drew Spence's composure in possession of the football, ability to recognize passing lanes, and the willingness to hustle on both the attacking and defensive end enabled Jamaica to win the possession battle against the Haitians. She was rewarded for her work with a well-taken goal in the second half. The former Chelsea player and now Tottenham player is undoubtedly one of the first names on the team sheet. She gets a score of 8. Havana Salon had a relatively quiet game. Although she isn't the most tenacious tackler, positionally she provided good defensive support. On the attacking end, she played mostly safe and had less turnovers than her prior outings. As she gets back to full match fitness, it is likely her performances will improve. She gets a score of 6. Atlanta Primos was very active on the defensive end and was a big part of nullifying the danger of the Haitian midfield. Primos continues to provide high energy, making the midfield very hard to penetrate. On the attacking end, she didn't get into the game as much, mainly playing safe passes. She could maximize her impact for the Jamaica team with more through passes and shots on goal when in the final third. She gets a score of 6. Similar to Primos, Jodie Brown put in a big defensive shift, but on the wing. Coach Donaldson, recognizing the danger of the Haitian right flank, moved Brown to the left wing to support Wilshire. Although she didn't get fully into the game on the attacking end, her pace clearly unsettled the Haitian defensive line. The technical aspects of Brown's game are improving, and as they continue to improve, she'll be an ever-growing problem for the opposition. She gets a score of 6. The small-frame Trudy Carter was a giant on the night. After a relatively poor game against the USA, Coach Donaldson gave Carter another opportunity to make her mark in the tournament, and that she did. She was involved in 3 of the 4 goals, scoring the opener, generating a penalty, and setting up Drew Spence for the final goal. Carter, not known for her defensive ability, also tried her best on that end as well. She's never going to be imposing in physical battles, but if you can get the attacking productivity, it's a worthy trade. She gets a score of 8. If you want goals, Khadijah Bonisha is who you call. She got the team's second goal of the night, making a little space to then launch a right footer from the edge of the box into the Haitian goal. She then increased her tally to 2 and in the tournament to 3 with a wonderfully placed penalty. The Haitians had difficulty containing Shaw's power all night and never looked comfortable at all. If Jamaica is going to pull an upset in the semi-finals or at the World Cup, it will largely rest on Shaw's shoulders. She gets a score of 9. Coach Lorne Donaldson is certainly proud of his players, but should be proud of himself as well. He thoroughly outcoached his Haitian counterpart on the night with a well-executed plan from start to finish. He may need to devise an improved formula if he's to pull off an upset against the Olympic champions Canada. His troops have already made the nation proud, and they have a few more games to go to see if they can keep the dance going. Best of as always, linkage next time.